What is up, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Welcome to your November 20th to the 26th tarot reading. So this is going to be a reading for the air element. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Energy is fluid, so we all embody these energies in different ways. So that is why I do them by the element. If you want individual zodiac sign readings, go ahead, check out my Patreon channel. That's where I do the bi-weekly monthlies for you guys. But let's get into it. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, we're going to be using Sacred Bee. Sacred Bee. Let's see what's going on for you guys. I feel that you guys are actually embodying a lot of peace right now, which is really nice. If you're not here yet, this is going to be coming up for you. It feels like the energy of chaos is kind of dwindling away. Like stability is coming in. For a lot of you, this is going, hello, my dear. This is going to be a more peaceful time. You might be going more hermit mode, going within. So let's see what's going on. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Three of Swords in reverse and the Four of Cups. Yeah, this to me is very internal. Four of Cups is having everything that you want and kind of like pushing it away. There's this recognition that it's because of bigger things. Hello, my dears. There is this Three of Swords next to it. The Three of Swords is not just about heartbreak. It's also about like the suffering we keep in the vessel, right? And it's through our suffering that we learn to find more grace and more love in the world. So I feel like this is somebody coming into that awareness of understanding that through whatever struggle they've been through, they're actually about to purge all this. This feels very releasing, which I like. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, Two of Cups. They're coming into alignment. I like that. The Two of Cups is about harmony, balance, reciprocity. It is a soulmate connection. This feels very much so like it has to do with a single individual. The Lovers is also indicative of decisions. So you could be seeing this in the choices you're making in your life, leading to more balance. You could also be realizing that you need to make decisions at this time to bring more harmony and peace and balance into your own life. Now, when we talk about relationships with this is just your relationships are going to mirror this very aspect. Okay. So this could be something you're dealing with another person. Let's get a few more for the air signs. I feel Gemini really strongly with this. I think that's just because we have that Mars retrograde in Gemini right now. It might be my internet, honestly. I was having some issues with it last week as well, which is why I moved my office closer to my modem. So, and I've also been having issues with YouTube though. So who knows? Who knows? We have the Moon in reverse. This feels, I don't want to say it feels separate. This feels like something that's going to come later on. I immediately want to push this to the side. This feels like something that's coming later on. This feels like the clearing away. Okay, I like this. So we have the awareness here, and then we have the actual, let me take action to bring the things that I now realize about myself and make a plan as to how to remove this from my energy. This feels nice. I like this. Let's get two more. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Oh, okay. So there's an understanding that it was distorted feminine. It was also, that's so funny. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, Nine of Wands upright, this is persistence. Nine of Wands to me is a very diligent energy. It's like, oh, things are really hard, but I'm going to get through it. Like it's the warrior that's not giving up, which is really nice. This Queen of Wands in reverse tells me that this is the recognition that I need to work a lot on my feminine right now. So if you've been sitting in this, ooh, I could do everything, and you're really like not acting that way, but you're trying to embody that energy, this is the realization of, okay, here's the time for me to buckle down and actually get this stuff done. Yeah, bottom of the deck, the ending overall energy is the Chariot, which I absolutely love. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. This is great. So this is that give and take with the universe, which is like, okay, I see it in my mind. I know what I need to do, but now I need to do the action. I need to give 3 pentacles to the universe so I can receive that balanced energy back, right? If I want to embody a Queen of Wands, a very creative, entrepreneurial, confident, seductive, right? A very healthy sacral energy, which is below the ego, which is about how we show up in the world. Okay. It's also about our creativity, our sexuality, and our confidence in ourselves. By harnessing this energy in a healthy way, it will lead to the right use of power. So if you've been having a misuse of power right now, or like pushing a little too hard, not sure what's your feminine or what's your masculine, this balance is about to start flooding in because you're going to get a lot of clarity. I like this. I like this a lot. This is nice. So let's clarify. Why, when I wanted to go clarify, I literally felt like all this, like I wanted to cry immediately. So for some of you, this might be like a really moving time. This might be something that's really deeply emotional. It's most likely going to be an emotional purge because air signs, you might be bridging the intellect and the mental energies of yourself with the emotional self. And that's why this is coming into alignment. You're merging all of your bodies into one plane. Let's use Tattoo Tarot. I don't use this tarot deck often, but I like it. Let's see. I feel other people coming in now. Okay, so some of you are recognizing that this has affected your relationships. But some of you are also, it's almost like, oh, I see why I was triggered like that in that relationship. It's that realization of this has more to do with you. This hurt, this rejection, this self-sabotaging behavior, it shows up in relationships because it's something that you need to learn, right? Have fun with your drumming. Let's see. The Tower in reverse. This is a long time coming. So this is probably a cycle that you've been in for a while now. So if the last like 6, 8, 10 months have been absolutely chaotic in regards to relationships, even your relationship with yourself, this tells me that that transformation is coming to an end. I like this. This has to do with the parts of you that you've rejected, or the parts of you that you've kept really small. Let's see what the Three of Swords is about, what you're truly honing in on healing. Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse and the Star in reverse. So you might have had this limiting belief that the instability in your life was actually very stable. That's not what was meant for you with the Star. You were hoping and dreaming for bigger things, for more things. And with the Four of Wands here, it's almost like being stuck or attached to, which is like devil energy, attachment, codependency, fears, limiting beliefs, kept you attached to the very things that you didn't want anymore, right? Kept you attached to things that were stopping you from achieving your hopes, your dreams. So you're starting to see that now, that if I want this, I need to put in the work to get this. Okay, let's look at the Two of Cups. Some of you are like, I have been putting in the work. It's a different kind of work. We're not talking about running yourself into the ground for your project. We're talking about balancing those things with the care of self, right? Self-care is preventative. It's what keeps you in balance. When you start to do aftercare, taking care of yourself once shit hits the fan, that's aftercare. Self-care allows you to stay in this Two of Cups energy. Yeah, see, you're starting to really pursue the things that your heart wants, that your emotional body is calling you to, instead of your practical, logical mind. And by doing so, you're going to fulfill this emotional body as well as your mental body, right? So that's why you're getting out of this very stuck, stagnant energy of the Eight of Swords. You're realizing it was self-imposed. This realization is what leads you to this alignment. So let's look at the Lovers. Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Hermit. Okay. So two of the majors we've already been talking about showing up on the board, which I like. So with the Four and the Six of Pentacles, there's the Two of Pentacles energy. Like I said, this has probably been a process you've been stuck in for a while. This upcoming week, you're going to realize, okay, I can finally let go of this. I'm seeing the blockages, right? Or I'm seeing the way that I need to speak to myself. right? Instead of releasing grief from the body, maybe you're switching the terminology to I release all blockages around my heart space, right? I release and forgive myself and others for the past, which cannot be changed, right? Because we're in the present. So it's that teeter-totter of, okay, how do I get away from this detachment? Okay, I'm trying to understand that, because there is this lingering attachment going on that you're trying to balance out by moving forward and being present. And most likely has to do with other people or your relationship with yourself. Let's look at the Moon and the Queen of Wands. These two are tied together, which I like. Ten of Swords in reverse, very nice. And then the Ace of Swords. Okay, so you have a lot of cyclic energy going on. This is that teeter-totter. I feel the new, but I also still feel the old. You're in the place of, I don't want to say the Hangman because it's not like you're in a dark night of the soul. When we shift into a new cycle and we are not yet fully out of the old, we're kind of in the in-between, and that's okay, because what's happening is your body's trying to shed all the gunk and all the dirt before it gets into its new beginning. And so you can't step into this new self yet until you finally really, really let go of all the things and you really recognize the things that are stopping you from doing so. And that's what this is. So for some of you, it's a misuse of the feminine energy. I talked about this in the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. There's an air of a misuse of power going on in the collective, as well as like this air of arrogance. So just be honest with your shelf. Be honest with yourself where that shows up for you. Okay. Let's look at the Nine of Wands, persistence. Yeah, Emperor and the Two of Swords. You're getting into a very creative space, but just please don't have this sense of, well, I need to know what's coming, or I can't make a decision until I see more information. Be present in yourself and trust in the divine. Trust in something greater than you. It's not only going to relieve a lot of stress and bring you back to an energy of peace and being present, but it's also going to help you release this need to control. Because when we sit in a Two of Swords, a blocked heart space, because we don't see what options we have to choose, it creates this energy of fear or anticipation. And that's what removes you from the present, because you're focused on the future and what to do next versus the infinite now. Okay, let's look at the Chariot. Seven of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, High Priestess. Okay, let's start with these three and I'll get to the rest that are there. Between the 7 and the 3 is a Four of Swords. So you are in a space of healing, and it's just to move you forward. You're not going to know what's going to come at this time with the High Priestess there. It's because your connection with the higher power is really growing. And when that happens, or your consciousness is raising, right? If you don't really have a higher power, right? If I don't know what boat you're in, whatever boat you're in. The High Priestess, though, is about dancing between the worlds. It's the in-between. It's being here in the physical, but also being somewhere in the energetic, etheric, whatever label you'd like to put on it. But that's where you're meant to be, because that is where you're going to move forward. It's not about where you're getting. It's about what you are learning and doing in the present, because that's where you're going to grow. That's where you're coming into alignment with yourself. Because whatever you do right now in the in-between are going to be the new tools that the new you uses in the new beginning. So if you've used to go through a daily routine in a certain way, I'd recommend looking into different ways of having your routine if it doesn't resonate with you anymore, right? If you worked out in a certain way, change it up, right? If the old way of healing is not working for you, explore new ways of doing things, or revisit old ones you haven't done in a long time and tweak them to fit you and who you are becoming now. Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords. There's this air of like fantasy around the air signs right now. Just be mindful to ground that. Ground it and have faith in it, but don't allow yourself to fall into this critical energy again. This critical energy is going to pass. With the Five of Swords in reverse, it tells me that you're moving out of that inner chaos, which is fabulous. With the Seven of Cups, it's this energy of, ooh, I do believe in something greater than me. When I say ground it, I mean be mindful that the universe isn't just going to hand you something. Ground that faith, but also take action in that reciprocal Six of Pentacles energy, right? Okay, I have faith this is going to happen, but here's the action I'm going to take to attract it as well, right? And that action doesn't have to be just working. It could be caring for yourself. I'm going on a walk. I'm telling myself I'm proud of myself today. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. That's ironic. This is about balancing the physical with the emotional. So the physical world is not just about our money and our finances. It is about the health. So if you're being really drawn to care for your health at this time, find new ways of doing it, because that is what's going to attract healthier relationships. It's going to attract healthier business partnerships, business interactions, financial freedom, because now you're in balance and alignment in multiple bodies versus just one, like the mental body. Okay. But it's not going to go on your time. It's going to go on the universe. Wheel of Fortune reverse tells me that you're probably going to feel in limbo for a while. We'll say for a while. Okay, my dears, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want individual zodiac sign readings, please check out my Patreon channel. I have the monthly readings there. I do the first half of the month and the second half of the month for all 12 zodiac signs. We do a lot of other readings as well, like moon cycle readings, energy shift readings. I post quick Reiki sessions, aura cleanses, affirmations, journal prompts, meditations, all that stuff. So if you want to be part of a spiritual community, that's definitely the platform for you. And new patrons of select tiers do get a free 10-minute reading. So go check that out. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay.